in the evening,
Sugar.
whenever you need it, when the night falls,
Multimedia.
you know that I got it.
Raw.
Oh, lady, just call me.
The truth.
You know that I'll do it whenever you want it.
Sugar.
In the evening,
Cafe.
whenever you need it.
Commentary.
When the night falls,
The truth.
you know that I got it. So, lady, just call me whenever you want it.
Sugar.
In the evening,
Podcast.
whenever you need it.
Commentary.
When the night falls, you know that I got it.
Raw.
So, lady, just call me. You know that I'll do it.
We would do it.
Whenever you want it.
Whenever you want it.
In the evening.
That real news.
Whenever you need it.
That real
When the night falls,
commentary.
you know that I got it.
Daily
So,
news.
lady, just call me.
Daily subject.
You know that I'll do it.
You know
whenever
we would do
you
it, baby.
want it.
Whenever you want it.
In the evening.
Come on now.
Whenever you need it.
You need it.
When the night falls,
We got it for you.
you know that I got it.
Breaking news.
So, lady, just call me. You know that I'll do it.
Yes,
Whenever
love.
you want it.
Hey.
In the evening.
Multimedia.
Whenever you need it.
Reactions.
When the night falls,
The raw.
you know that I got it.
The truth.
So, lady, just call me. You know that I'll do it.
Sugar. Yes, 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 yes. We are back, baby. We are back, baby. But I had to come back because if I get this topic done and over with, I would have forgot. So today's topic is, would you date a bus driver? Would you date a bus driver? So that is what's been going on between my girl Iyanla Vanzant and Eboni K. Williams. Which one would you do? Is the bus driver, is he not a human being? Is the bus driver is what you call low expectations in life, and we keep accepting it. See, that's the problem. One of the biggest problems we have in life is we like to put value on people because of their job status, how much they make, but really not the value of the job. How many times we've been in blizzards? We have had blizzards. We done had tornadoes. We have had hurricanes. You name it, we have had it, but we still got our mail every day. Every day, we still got our mail. We still got our packages. Who, if you, I'm sorry, you guys, yeah, they don't get paid big money. They get paid good money, but we are never thankful. We are never thankful for things until we don't get it no more. We are never thankful until the people who do these things for us. Like we so used to getting our mail, we forgot that in all weather we get our mail. We it's never, oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's too hot. They go to work every day. People who drive them buses go to work every day. So, do you have to be like a billionaire or something just so people can see that you make money? But they don't even look at the things that regular people go through just to work. Maybe they didn't come as scientists. Maybe they don't have their own business, but they are making a way for their children. They're making a way for their children. They have put their children through college. They, but let's start this off. Which one I'm starting with? Hey, Nick. How you doing, boo?
UPS drivers, the FedEx drivers, to the sanitation workers and the EMS technicians and the postal workers, to the truck drivers who bring the milk that my great-grandson drinks and the bread that I love to the supermarkets, to the plumbers and the electricians, and yes, to even some of the Uber drivers.
Mm-hmm.
I would date you.
Yeah.
I want you to be real clear. I would date you, and I thank you for being the heartbeat of this country. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm a lawyer. And yes, I have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a law degree, and an Emmy. I've been on the New York Times bestsellers list 7 times, for several times, for some of the 19 titles that I've authored. And to you, beloved blue-collar, hard-working men out there, I would date you in a hot Mississippi minute. If, and here are my conditions, okay? If you're good to your mother, and if you are in good relationship with the God of your understanding, and if you take care of or have taken care of all of the children you've sired, and if you treat me well, if you treat me well, yeah, I would date you, because I believe those are good ingredients. And if you have good ingredients, you can make a great meal. Together, grow together, build together, evolve together, create together with good ingredients. And those things that I mentioned, I believe all of those are good ingredients. To all of the bus drivers, the UPS drivers, the FedEx drivers, to the sanitation workers and the EMS technicians and the postal workers, to the truck drivers who bring the milk that my great-grandson drinks and the bread that I love to the supermarkets, to the plumbers and the electricians,
not really.
and yes, to even some
I'm
of
not gonna call
the
her
Uber
mammy.
drivers. I would date you. I want you to be real clear. I would date you, and I thank you for being the heartbeat of this country. I really do. And yes, I'm a lawyer. And yes, I have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a law degree, and an Emmy. I've been on the New York Times bestsellers list 7 times, for several times, for some of the 19 titles that I've authored.
I wouldn't call her a mammy. I just think that the standards, now the mammy is the one who's telling us, hey, cocaine. The mammies is the one who's telling us to be a doorstep, to be submissive and do all this other crap. That's a mammy. A mammy is the person who say, hey, the man is logic. The man knows everything. Give all your money to him and follow his lead and follow his. That's the mammy. That's the mammy. Then the conversation which I'm trying to find between her and Kay Williams. First, I'm going to show y'all what happened between her. Yes, but she's placating to a group of blue collar men. That she said she'll date them. Hold up. She said she would date them. That's what she said. She said, long as that man take care of his responsibilities, do what he got to do, and treat her good. See, that's the part that we missing, is to treat her good. Because, see, we have a lot of women talking, but y'all got to give me some, how many men is making, no, she had regular men. She had regular men cocaine. She had regular men. She had regular men. What men that she have had that you know that make more than her? What man, including her husband, what man that she has had that made more than her? If she's lying, let me know the man at her children's father, the man she just broke up with, the husband. Let me know what man that she have had that made more money than her and what was his profession. And then I'm trying to find the one with her and the woman K Michelle. Sorry, K Michelle. I didn't mean to say that. Eboni Williams. Eboni Williams is who I was trying to say. I don't know where I get K Michelle from. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Eboni Williams. I mean, people can get whoever they want, however they want it. They can get it. But you just make sure that man treats you right. You're gonna be out there waiting for him to come home. I'm trying to find the one where her and K Michelle it was just them two talk. I mean K Michelle. Eboni Williams. Why does K Michelle keep coming out my mouth? Why? And then DJ Envy went off on her. He went off on her. You know, even if you want a man with more money, that don't mean you got to put down the next man. If you want a high roller, go get you a high roller. But you ain't got to put down the next man. See, that's where the problem is at. You may not want a bus driver. You may want a man who owned the bus, not the whole entire bus company. You may want a man that drive the bus. But we're going to see here, they don't even give her a chance to speak. Okay. God dang it. Okay, let's see. Envy just went in on her. That was totally wrong. That was totally wrong. Let's check it out.
More than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of Black Americans is not serving us.
Huh?
I'm going off of the data and the facts. That is, I am not okay, and I don't think it's okay that the vast majority of Black Americans, again, overpopulate, disproportionately occupy spaces that are not ideal, that make us vulnerable. I talked about the COVID, that make us vulnerable to death, disease, maternal health, all the things that y'all all talk about on this show every day. Now, if y'all are okay with the current positioning of Black America, that we are the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. And let's just stop talking now and keep on going about our business. Envy, I'm not okay with it. So that is why I said what I said about addressing the bigotry of low expectations. It's the bigotry of low expectations around that. But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care.
No sound.
So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position, and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of Black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and Black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of Black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time. So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful.
You know, I'm a give her, God dang it, I'm gonna give her a little. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes, we're gonna give her a little applause for that. But what do C's and D's? Majority of the people that have money, they didn't even finish school. A lot of artists didn't finish school. People who started their own business didn't finish school. Hell, we got Rihanna ain't never finished school, billionaire. Jay-Z, billionaire. Kanye, billionaire. A lot of multi-billionaire people, they never even finished school. They never finished school. They didn't get all straight A's. Straight A's is not for everybody. That depends if you have a really good talent or not. See, you're supposed to work on the talent. All of that, if they get A, B, and C's and A, B's, that means they're gonna be working for other people. They're gonna be working for other people. Saying you want the man who owned the bus, yeah, that's beautiful. But ain't nothing wrong with the man who dropped the bus neither. Because he's probably putting his kids through college and stuff. But a lot of people, come on now. If you look at all the people that is rich, unless you own oil, a lot of the people she naming work for other people. When your grades are that high, you work for other people. And usually, if the people who has dropped out and about nothing, they're not even making F's. They're not even making F's because they're not even in school to participate to even get a grade. So I'm not saying C's and D's are good, but you still don't know what that person's going to be. And that doesn't mean their grades cannot catch up. Maybe them classes are not just for them. Maybe they need to find someplace else. All the losers are just not in school. They're not in school at all. So they're not even making a grade. They on them corners. They doing everything else but making a grade. So you can't even put them in there and talk about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And all of you guys do is work for other people. Now, we're going to see what Iyanla have to say, but we're going to hear her and if y'all can hear her, let me know, please.
Because we are celebrating the conclusion of our first season, 52 episodes in the can. And I would like to thank all of you who tune in weekly to hear 9 years in a relationship with a man, 6'4", 200. Crush my husband's spirit with that Christmas tree. Our spirit as women gets crushed when men fail to show up in their bigness, in their greatness, providing, protecting. And then I think what happens, and this is where the work that I do, I think that what happens is we carry that disappointment, that anger, that hurt, that betrayal into our hearts. We carry it in our hearts, and then we do something else so that never happens to us again.
That's where the job conversation comes. That's where the belief. Yes. That if I find someone that I would hire, then I have somehow mitigated the likelihood of finding a deadbeat. I'm saying that deadbeats come in all degrees, in all complexions, in all parts of the world. And I'm also saying you don't have to poop on people who don't have what you believe to be high earning potential to say that you have a preference. Two things can happen. And men can and must continue to work to become the men who we want to be treated as. I'm not suggesting that some sister comes into the crib, sees a man with his feet up, ain't doing nothing, ain't been nowhere, and treat him like the so-called king. I don't care what his CV says. I don't care how many people he's worked with or for. I don't even care how much money he brings into the house. What we're missing is the important part of this. Talking about a relationship. This is first. This is an emotional relationship. Whatever foolishness you dealt with in your past, learn from it, but don't let that be what dictates the way you talk to and listen to other people. It is a very ugly feeling to be a man who's listening to you talk to him like you talk to somebody else. Like, yo, I didn't talk to you like that. I treat you like that. So don't talk to me this way. And now I'm saying not even a romantic person. I'm saying even as an educator. When I deal with moms, for instance, who come in there and talk to me all reckless and foul, yo, I don't know who treated you like that, but since you've been in this building, nobody talked to you like that. No one talked like that. And that energy, you leave that shit out on the street because nobody hears shit in that. Nobody wants because your head would explode if I talk to you like that.
But that's the piece that I want my sister women to understand.
He just speaking in general.
Yes, we've been disappointed. Yes, we've been betrayed. But you know what, Steve? I'm only going to attract a certain kind of man. I don't care what his job is. Energetically, I spent 9 years in a relationship with a man, 6'4", 260 pounds, who whipped my ass every other day. broke my jaw when I was 6 months pregnant. They couldn't even wire my jaw, so they tied my head up like with gauze. They couldn't wire my jaw because I was 6 months pregnant. I couldn't get anesthesia. Yeah, I lived through that. I was raped at 9, pregnant by a man and by a teenager at 16 who never took care of his son ever. And still, I'm vibrating at a certain place for myself, not for a man. So certain men can't even get it. I'm not going to attract a man who only wants to play video games. I'm not going to attract a man who's going to lie to me. I'm not going to attract a man who's going to beat me. And this is what I want women to understand. If you up your internal game, your external game will follow suit. It won't matter what kind of money he makes. You will attract the man that's going to fulfill your
Stop,
soul.
Golden.
And when your soul, you're not going to look at a paycheck. You're going to look at integrity. You're going to look at honor. You're going to look at accountability. Let's be real, Steve. If you, right now today, as a PhD social worker in the world, would you be a good catch in a transactional relationship for let's say, in the world today, the VP of a bank or the VP of...
That's a great question. And that's
if
a
you
great
were
question.
working in the city, in the state social work department, where single moms go to get help, where mental health people...
But the most money I could make is maybe $110,000. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
And people would miss you because you're let me listen.
The most amount of money I could make, quite frankly, in that setting, in that public service setting, would be about what a corrections officer could make, about what a probation officer could make, about what a bus driver could make, about what a cop could make. Our top salaries, despite our degrees, are set at the same because that's how we pay public employees, right? That's how we pay people who serve us. That's how we pay them. So to your question, that's a great question. So what? I got to come in and tell people I went to an Ivy League school? Like, when do I get invited back? Like, this is what makes the conversation so cruel. We're painting people with an unfair brush. You should be looking for someone who makes you feel good about yourself.
I think we're painting ourselves with an unfair brush.
That's not problem.
Where's the unfair brush? I'm a successful woman. I'm an independent woman. I'm a financially stable woman. That's how we paint ourselves.
Today.
And then no, that I don't paint myself. You know what?
Not you. I'm saying that's how they can call themselves that today.
I think if we start there, painting ourselves as I'm successful, I got my own home, I drive a Benz, a Porsche, whatever. If we start there, then that's when we're going to be looking for a economic match, and our vibration as women are off because we're looking at You know what I am? I am first and foremost a servant of God. That's me. That's my standard. So I don't care if you are a bus driver, a cop, a lawyer, a judge, an FBI agent. Do you have a personal relationship with God? That's the first thing I want.
Can I give it to you a different way? Can I just flip this really quickly? So what we're missing is what we're doing is we're missing something really big in this conversation. It's very big. So if you are ambitious and you are traveling the world and you are doing the things that you're going to do, right? And we decide that we want to have children, who's going to take care of the kids? Right. So what we should be looking at is, what do we have in common? You want children? I want children. You're ambitious? I support your ambition. Right? I support your ambition. So when you're off in East Jabip trying to save souls, who's going to be back in Maryland picking the kids up and taking the dogs?
My husband was. I was raising my kids.
So does that make him less? Or are you a partnership? House cleaner? House needs to be cleaned, right? We're missing this in a very big way. The very big point here is, if you are out, literally, I'll just share with you the space that I'm in right now. I've traveled this year quite a bit.
Wait a minute, hold that. And let me go ahead and open up the phone lines.
All right.
Let me go ahead and open up the phone lines so that people can start calling in, and then we can get other people involved in here. And yeah, all right. So the numbers.
But hold on, you gotta come up, Cocaine.
Call in 775-3077.
You gotta come up, Cocaine. Cause I don't believe in putting a man in an emasculating position. Come on up. Come on up. Oh yeah. Cause I don't believe in that. I can't believe they are outside with this loud music jamming. Hopefully I don't get no copyright strike. But yeah, girl, you got to come up because I would love to hear what you have to say about this. And I don't believe in emasculating a man because if they're both working, no, you saying about what they're talking about. So I want to know, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like if the man is home doing the work while the woman is working, I'm like, what do you feel about this? Hey, baby. Hey, sweet pea.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just listening. I'm responding to what they're saying. I wasn't talking about you.
No. I know you wasn't, but I wanted to know, how did you feel about the situation? Like, what are they saying? Did you watch and catch any of this with the bus driver and stuff?
No.
Oh, well,
So
basically,
really, go ahead.
did you see in the beginning of the show?
I don't know. I just know that she told her that it's okay to date a bus driver. Is that right?
The question was, they was talking, and then she asked her, would you date a bus driver? And she was like, well, if he owned the bus, you know.
Yeah.
And then she was basically saying, well, first of that's not all. A man's pockets is not, it all depends on the woman, first of all. But it's like your job doesn't define you. What defines you is how that man loves you, how he treats you. Does he take care of his responsibilities? So that's what the part I was playing. Is he's a good dad? You know, is he's a good dad? Is he a dad that's there? Is he's a dad that's not abusive? So it's other things besides, you know, um him being a bus driver. Like, why should he? Oh, no. Mm-mm. But then you have a lot of women who get these men who they just love. They love dearly, but they're not loved back in return, just so they can have this and just so they can have that.
hmm Uh, well, you know, in terms of her, see, this is a lawyer, right? She's a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they just finished talking about ambition. What else do they say? Some about traveling and da 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 da. And uh, at the end, it's like, oh well, leave a man at home. He can go on and just take care of the kids and everything. And then, while you're out, I just don't. If they were on the same wavelength, like she can't share her ambitions with him because they'll talk, but he knows his position. His position is to keep the kids while she's gone. Like I don't understand how they can have conversations about things like that when he already knows that that's his cue to be the to not babysitter, but to be at home.
Well, he's a doctor himself. They are, both of them are, hypothetically speaking.
No, but I'm talking
Right,
about
I just can't show
specifically.
the video because I think it's her video, so I will be hit with a copyright. So
No, no,
that's the only reason
no,
why I'm playing it. Okay,
no. I'm just what I'm saying is I'm sticking to the scenario. I
okay.
mean, he's just saying that the guy that was just speaking was just talking about the type of mate that you're supposed to have or whatever, um, or an ideal relationship or whatnot. But my thing is that I mean, I just don't. I don't agree with everything from the previous 10 minutes. Like, I mean, it's just in my opinion. I mean, it's just leaving. It's like saying, okay, well, you don't have any ambitions, and so since
Why?
you,
Well, what
mhm.
will make him not have ambitions because she has a better job?
Because, well, I'm just going on based on what he was saying. He was saying that she could stay home. I mean, he could stay home. They said so much. I
No,
would have to take it piece by piece.
but I'm gonna have to rewind that part. He was basically saying
Okay.
how, she's a lawyer, she likes to travel. So he was basically saying, "Wow, okay, so while you is traveling, whatever, I got the kids, and then when it's time for me to do my thing, I got the kids." If they both was saying that they wanted kids or whatever, you know. So I'm gonna rewind it
Mm,
just back a little bit. But me, I truly believe in whatever works for you because I'm not. A lot of some women are not stopping their ambitions for a man, and some women, some women see things like differently.
Or that she's
yeah.
perfect. She's saying she's like the rest of us, just trying to get right. And I think
Oops.
Up leveling your vibration so that you can attract the right person. Not the person with the right salary, because the person with the right resume doesn't necessarily mean that's a right or a good person. I want the good ingredients, not necessarily a meal served on good china. We've got callers on the phone, so I will.
Okay. Wait a minute for a second.
And please, what I want to say,
I don't know where I rewind it or whatever. I'm about to rewind it back.
your question, your comment, so we can
Go ahead, baby.
No, she's talking about a whole meal, but a whole meal does consist of the profession of the man, and 9 times out of 10, this lawyer is she's in professional circles. Like, I mean, she should be if she's a reputable lawyer. I'm assuming she is.
That's a
So
Iyanla. Yeah.
typically, you're gonna meet people based on your environment, and here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying to look down at, blue collar workers or any of that sort. I'm just saying that, like, I just don't think, I think that, she could have left that bus driver word out. That's all.
But why? Because if even though you could have a good job, if that's a good man and he happens to be a bus driver, what's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, statistically speaking, um, situations where the woman is like 15 levels higher than the man. I mean, it typically, that's I just don't I don't agree with that.
I mean,
I'm gonna just keep it
a
up.
lot of women don't agree with it. A lot of women don't agree with it. And some people, like everybody has their choice. So you have every right not to agree with it. But I know for a fact that, I'm not going to stop myself and moving up further and higher and doing things. And I come across a man that's maybe less than me, like money wise. I'm not going to give up on opportunity if he's a good man. Because if I was able to get a man that was on my level, I would have had it. Obviously, I didn't get it. If I'm working and I'm moving up the ladder And obviously, I ain't got no man yet, right? I moved up this ladder. I still ain't get a man. I moved up the next ladder. I still ain't get a man. So I'm moving up. I keep moving up. I ain't got no man. So all this time I'm free. So I finally come across a man, and he happens to be a bus driver. He's a good man. He has good values. We have the same values, you know. So yeah, if you want to date me, yeah, I date him. Because when I was single and I was in the pool around people of my peers, I was still single.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me okay? Because I did switch my AirPod.
Yeah, I can hear you, baby.
I just believe I'm a little traditional, so you know, I in my relationships, I like to take the lead. I mean, not me take the lead, but I like to be the student, so to speak, or the support, and the man lead. So I do not, would not, could not envision anybody that I date to just sit home
A bus
and
driver
watch my
works,
daughter.
girl. A bus
Well,
driver works.
yeah, I'm just saying. Well, I'm talking about in the scenario they mentioned. Like, I couldn't even imagine telling any man that I'm with, look here, I got a, business meeting in Egypt, and so you gonna keep the kids for like a month or so. I mean, I don't know. Like, I couldn't even, like, I don't know, man. It just,
No,
I can't, when I think of a man, I don't think of him as like
okay,
stay at home.
so what is your meaning of traditional? Because we kind of get lost with that word, especially like in America, especially Black people. Like, what is your meaning of and when have we been traditional, especially Black women in America, besides at one point in time in the late 50s to the mid 60s? That's about the only time we was a little bit traditional, because we got moved up to the middle class. But besides that era, when have been traditional?
Well, I don't know when we have, but what I can say to answer your question is my ideal uh, or my idea of a traditional um relationship with a man and a woman is that the woman is to uh, have management of the household. I think I'm going to get kicked off this panel, but don't
No, no,
judge
no,
me.
you're not, because we listen, nobody's never wrong with how they feel. And if you choose, well, I can't be like, oh, no, 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 no. Nah. See, this is what you call a conversation. Yeah, because that's not for me, that don't mean it's not for you. You understand what I'm saying? And then
Hmm.
you may have people that who may want to watch the replay. They may see things your way.
Well, I believe that I don't agree with the woman working and all of that stuff. I think that she does need to be at home, taking care of the kids and supporting her husband, who is supposed to be the leader, and you know that ultimately is the breadwinner, and she is there to support him, which means she's supporting him and making sure that the kids have what they need, the household is clean, and dinner and whatever else, and breakfast and all of that. Now, if she wants to do something like small or whatever, not small, but if whatever it is that she wants to do can be done in the house. So if she runs a multi-million-dollar business from the house, that's fine. But in terms of integrating with the corporate environment, where it her femininity, meaning she goes from being a leader at work, and then she transitions to being mommy and answering to her husband or whatever the case may be when she gets home, I think it's too much.
Okay. Because I'm totally the opposite. But I believe that, well, for some women, I think some women have done it all, and especially black women, we have done it all. We have been mothers, we have been fathers, we've been teachers, we've been psychologists, we've been doctors. You name it, we have done it all. Maybe not that's down to working, getting the kids. We have done it all, and it's not too much in our history when we have not done it all. So it can be done, but again, that depends on your preference, because my thing is, once your kids are grown, then what?
We're gonna travel the world. I'm gonna move into a mobile home, and not a mobile home, but one of those things that you take on the road, whatever they're called.
I know what
And
you're talking.
I'm gonna see the world. Are you kidding me?
But not if
So
he now. What if he say no, and you got to stay in this house because I'm still working and I'm not finished working, and we can't travel. So you're gonna travel by yourself?
no. So essentially, the whole goal should be to um, you know, make sure that everything is in place by the time we set the time. Meaning, hopefully it's when they graduate or whatever. Probably won't, but
I was gonna
um,
say RV. Yeah, but the kids will only be 18, right? So if the kids will be 18 by the time they go to college or whatever, technically he's not 65 years old yet to retire. And if he has a business, he definitely can't retire. So what are you gonna do?
well, with with his business, he can be anywhere in the world. Um,
How do you know that?
oh, okay. Well, I'm just talking about my situation. I'm just saying, like, I usually I like entrepreneurs, so that's what I tend to lean towards. So when I say like he can be anywhere, so as long as he has a laptop, he can be working and stuff like that.
Now
But I
what
understand what you're saying, though. I mean, if he worked a job, I mean, obviously,
No, but a
you
lot of
know,
entrepreneurs also, they have a lot of business meetings, places they need to show up, and it all depends on what type of business that he's in. Sometimes it consists of way more than a laptop, and let's travel around the world.
yeah. I mean, um, you know, with with his business, and I can only, I'm just gonna just speak from personal. With his business, everything that he does is pretty much online. I mean, if he does have a meeting, that could be done over Zoom. He doesn't really have to see anybody. But here's the thing: if he has to, then that would be accommodated. You see what I'm saying? So the business is not going to stop just because I want to travel in a, what did you say the thing was?
RV.
Yeah, an RV for the rest of my life. But what, as far as, I mean, we've talked about it for a long time. But yeah, if the business is not ready for him to be able to do that, then no, we're not going to do it. Money comes first.
So then what are you doing now? What do you do?
I homeschool my daughter.
How old is
I,
she?
she's 15.
All right, so after 3 more years, what you gonna do?
Oh man, I am going to see if she's ready to get on out of here. But if she's not, she's gonna stay right here and everything. And then I'm going to get more into what I like to do, which is arts and crafts and stuff like that. I mean, I do that now, but I can do that more.
Oh, okay.
So
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 so you are gonna make some time for yourself and do things that you like to do.
I do that now. So like, okay,
Mm.
how I here's how I envision it. The woman is really, the woman is feminine, right? The woman is the female. She doesn't have this. She's technically, she does not have the strength. I don't want to say strength. Technically, she shouldn't be doing the things that the man does, because that's
All
why
right.
they're.
So, but if y'all, why can't you and your man do the same thing? He's sitting home on a Zoom call. He's not lifting bricks. So that's something that you couldn't do.
I could, but I mean, um, I could, yeah.
I mean, whatever in the work that he does, if you ever
Hmm.
watched him work ever, is it not nothing that you couldn't do?
Yeah, I mean, I do things,
Mm.
but at the same time, um, like I'm not. That's not my purpose. You
What
see
is
what I'm
the
saying? That's not.
purpose?
Is to really just support him, just to be here for him. He's got the business aspect because he had that before me. See, so there's no, I mean, it's not like he really needs my help now. I did spend 16 years in corporate America, so I do have that background, that business acumen. If I needed to kick in, I could. But he runs his business by himself, meaning I don't get in the middle of that. Mm-mm.
I
I don't
mean,
get in the middle of
to
that.
I always go to each his own, and I would like me. I do it if I have a mate just to do it. There is no reason for it. It's just that you're my mate,
Hmm.
But that still doesn't stop me from being me. Now
Hmm.
I still do all of that, but it's not because I feel that he's a leader. Because I believe that you
You're a
know
leader too. Mm.
it's not the fact that I feel that I'm a leader too. I just feel like we're both puzzles, and whatever you're
Hmm.
missing, I have, and whatever I'm missing, you have. So we put the pieces together, and we make a full puzzle. Because I don't believe everybody come with everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Hmm.
you
So
know so that's what make
mhm,
us partners. So even though you may work or
partners.
whatever, and I may take the time for the children, because I do believe that you do need to take a mother job is to be with her kids, especially in the first years. So
Hmm.
that is our job, you
Hmm.
know but I believe wherever God leads you to, He leads you to. And I'm not
Hmm.
going to tell God no. If He puts something in you to do, you do it.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm not going to disobey God for no man. And
Hmm.
sometimes the jobs that you do, it does lead you to being a boss, or it leads you to doing things that you was unexpectedly was not planning on to do. Like I didn't like me. I work with the community. I work with kids.
Hmm.
That was just what God told me to do. But it led me to now have my own organization. So it led me to be a boss, which I didn't make no plans to do that. But
Hmm.
anybody who be with me know this is what I do. But I don't shortcut them, because you know what? He's at work anyway, or
Hmm.
he's doing him anyway. So he could do his time, I could do my time. But far as like being feminine, I believe, of course I'm feminine. I'm a female, and people get that confused too. Perfume doesn't make you feminine, and being dressed all nice doesn't make you feminine, and being in sweatpants doesn't make you masculine. I just think
Hmm.
that we should, like, I respect both. I totally respect both, because like I tell some women too, you know, when you make these decisions, you have to live with the consequences. So if you
Right.
do choose to be a woman of all work and corporate, now when you get past that age, now you're gonna be, I wish I would have had a kid. And then the flip to the other side, oh, I have my kids. Oh, I wish I would have been in the business. So each side have to deal with the consequences. I don't care which one you pick. You're gonna deal with the consequences. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's never a right time. It's never. I don't care what they say. You could plan it. It's never a right time to have a baby. Just go on and have it. Just go on and have it. You can't be like, this ain't the right time, but this is the best time. That's not how life works. So
Right, right.
it's always a boomerang that's thrown in there. You know.
Well, you know, it's I'm really kind of short-handing the conversation because I don't want to like I could go a little bit more to expand on what I meant. Um, but I don't want to like take up too much of your live stream here because I know
No, go
you
ahead.
wanted to.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. You saying you know your place and he knows his place. And this is
Yeah.
what you do as a woman. This is what he do as a man.
And I mean, I have helped, you know, with the business and everything. I didn't tarry too long though. I just hit it and quit it. And you know, like making sure, you know, he has inventions and stuff like that. So just making sure certain things are in place, you know, manufacturers and all of that. Spreadsheets are set up properly, all of that. Um, you know, I've done that. But the my thing is, when I tend to get involved from a business aspect, anything that I touch, I pretty much put 100% in. So he saw that I was better suited
Mm-hmm.
doing the house and all that other stuff as it relates to uh, the support role. So,
Well, what
mhm.
do you? How much is there to do in the house, though? I always want to know. Like how much is there to do? Okay, can you breakfast? Okay, cook, check. And man, but
Mhm.
so many clothes to wash now. There's so many floors to mop. I just be wondering how much is there to do in the house.
Well, I mop like I mop the bathroom every day. I'm gonna start mopping the kitchen every day. But in terms of cleaning and breakfast, lunch, dinner, um, in between, I'm normally like doing something around the house of some sort. You know, whether that be like arts and crafts or decorating or something like that. You know what I mean? So um, it does take up a lot of time, though. I mean, you know, I know people like, what the hell they can go on to work, but it does take up a lot of time.
Man, listen, I'll be like, listen, don't go in the bathroom. Don't go in the I ain't joking. I nah, you put some slippers on in that bathroom, buddy. Some socks up. No. Like I said, to each his own. To eat
Because I
his
mean,
own.
he tells me he's like, you know, you take care of the inside, I got the outside. So I mean, you know, I just pretty much make sure that everything is you know that we have what we need. We're not out of anything, and taking inventory of that, and listening to you.
No, but if it work, no, but the thing is, if it works for you, that's all that counts.
Hmm. I don't want to do a whole lot, sugar. I'm gonna just let you know right now. Listen, I'm trying to preserve myself for as long as I can. I am not trying to lift. Uh, you know, I'm just trying. I'm trying to look the way that I look until the fat lady sings, and even then, I'm gonna be looking for some surgery so I can look good in that casket. So I'm just saying that.
No, but the
I'm just
no,
saying. Mhm.
whatever works for you in your relationship, works for, like, I would never say, no, whatever. If you're happy and that's what's keeping that man happy, and that's the agreement that you guys came to, perfect.
It took me a while to get there now because, again, I worked in corporate America prior to meeting him. So, like, I wasn't used to any of this. I mean, at first, he had to get a housekeeper to come in because I wasn't equipped to be domestic. That wasn't, that had never been anything on my resume. So, it took a while for me to get the hang of things. So, as far as being domesticated and making sure that the food and things,
Nah, the man, any man I get, he, believe me, he better know how to cook. Now, as far as the cleaning, I might drive him crazy because I micromanage everything, right? Yes, I do, girl. I don't care if I be seeing the littlest things nobody see. I'm like, what you scrubbing? I'm like, there's a little spot right there, right? But I micromanage everything. That's just me. So I wouldn't be a good girl because I'd be double checking him. Like, no, that ain't right. The dot is in the wrong spot. Damn it! Move it over. Move it over.
What his parents did was teach him how to be self-efficient. So, which means before he met me, he was 8 years single. So, I mean, he knows how to do everything for himself. So when somebody, I think that guy said, get somebody that makes you happy. I don't know what that even means because essentially you should be happy on your own, and it's just an enhancement of having a partner. Like I can't depend on my partner to drive my emotions and how I feel.
They were saying that too. They were saying that too. We're gonna let that finish, but I will say I still micromanage everything. I will drive that man crazy because I will still be. I don't care how much you. I'm still gonna double check it. Right? I'll be right behind. Probably won't even see me on it. That's not right. Is that right?
Wow.
Girl, if you don't sit your ass, I got this. If you don't sit your ass down, go find something to do. I'm like, I did it already.
And see, I think I used to be like that, but when I got to the point where I am now, I let all of that go. But it's hard to do.
That is just me. But I do let people do them now. Now, once I know you could drive the boat, and I think that's what you say. I think once I know you could drive the boat, I'm gonna let you drive the boat. Now I'm gonna sit back and put my feet up and trust you, but I still got to watch you because I ain't crashing with you now. You better keep driving that car. You better, man, because I have to make sure sometimes people get sleepy at that wheel. And I got to be right there because I'll take over. Sit on down, relax. I got this.
In my situation, that's why I prefer a man who is like 10 steps ahead of me. In terms of like, his intelligence, all of that. Now, I mean, we're not going to be equal in terms of intelligence because his strengths are in other places.
But you was in corporate America, so what will make him 10 steps ahead of you?
Because he's always thinking about the future in terms of preparing, in terms of
so you don't do
just
that?
Being yeah, I do. But when I'm going, now I think, but when I was in corporate America, it I was busy, so I didn't really think that long in the future, like he does.
So did you have a bank account when you was in corporate America? You have a bank?
Yeah, I had all of that.
So that's not the future.
But a man taught me that. Yeah. Some old man actually. But anyway.
No, but you say he's 10 steps ahead of you. Mm-hmm. How is he 10 steps ahead of you?
Well, because I'm only thinking about the moment, so to speak. Well,
Well, you only,
that particular
you
season.
only living for the moment anyway. But you saying, okay, yeah, because he
Not financially though. I'm
no,
talking
but
about.
yeah, because he thinks of things differently. Okay, like me, I could think of 50 million different ideas in like 5 minutes. I'm just that's just me. I could
Mhm.
blah blah. That's just me. And but that doesn't put me 10 steps ahead of somebody. What are the 10 steps that he's ahead of you?
Well, you gotta get up early in the morning to be ahead of me, but he definitely like it's the little things. So, for example, uh, and this is not 10 steps,
Hey,
but
Brandy.
when we talk about things within the household, and preparing for uh, seasons changing, it's those little things that I don't think about.
All right, so before you met him, the season never changed.
Yeah, but I just roll with it. If I
So,
wake up and it's
all right,
snowing,
so we got to take that one off the list. Okay, so what's the next one?
um, he is always planning for he's always planning for a rainy day, meaning he is preserving or stacking for what I don't even think about.
All right, so he likes to save money, right?
Well, money, and then also, making sure that the house is protected for any type of situation that
So
that
before you met
uh
him, did you have your own apartment?
oh honey, I've been owning my home since I was 23.
All right, so you owned the home since you was 23. What did you make it? Was you all right?
Yeah, I don't need him, honey. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't it's not a need.
No,
It's
because
a
you
want.
said he's always planning for things in a house, but you did the same thing when you had your own house since 23. So we got to scratch that one off the list. I'm trying to see.
No, 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 no.
Yeah,
I
no.
always live for the moment. Like I'm always like, okay, let's do it. And he's like, no, because we have to uh be prepared for X, Y, and Z
Okay,
in,
so
in, in April.
how long did you have your own house?
Well, I'm 35.
No, before you met him, how long did you have your own apartment or house?
Oh, my house. I've been, man, you know what? I think I've been with him since, I think he said 2015 or so. I didn't
Before
realize that.
No, before you met him, how long did you have your house?
Mm, let me see, 10, it's probably about 8 years.
So you had your house for 8 years. So basically, you went to school, right?
Hmm.
And you finished school, right?
Yep, I had my own fitness studio where I had
Hold
like,
on, hold on.
oh,
Then
okay.
after school, you got your own job, right?
Hmm.
So that means you had to save money to get a house, right?
Mm, sort of, yeah.
Right? Because you just
I
didn't
mean, I pulled like,
you didn't live for in the moment that much that you didn't put away money to get a house, right?
no, I wasn't even thinking about it until my mother called me and told me that I needed to get one. So at
But you
that
still
time,
have
hmm
money, right?
yeah,
So you still have money and you still got your house, right?
hmm
So did you eat?
yeah, mhm.
Was the bills paid?
Yeah, but I don't like to pay people, so I
No,
mean, they would have to beg me
but
to.
the bills were still paid though, right?
Yeah, they were paid. Nothing was cut off at all, but yeah.
Right, nothing was cut off. You still ate. You still so basically you're doing the same thing now. You just decided. So I mean, I could see where you letting him drive, but I
Yeah,
can't
that's
see
all I'm
where
doing.
but I can't see where he's 10 steps ahead of you. because you done
Well,
did
it's
it
just
already.
it's our conversations that we have.
But you
Um,
still done did it already.
yeah, but I don't want to continue to do that.
No, but I'm saying y'all still equal. You just letting him drive, which is okay. But but he's not 10 steps ahead of you, if you understand what I'm saying. Because you done now, if you never did it, like you got some people who've never done it, who's never had money, who's never
Mhm.
had a job and went straight into marriage, and then their husband, now they say my husband's 10 steps, man. I never would have thought of this. See, but that would be for them. That would not be for you. You got some
Well,
people who has never accomplished, man or woman, has never accomplished what you have accomplished before you met your man.
yeah, I'm a bad girl. I mean, I had, like I said, I owned a fitness studio. I had clients come in. I did that, and I worked. In addition to that, I had a community outreach program where I was getting I work with the low income women to get in shape and stuff like that. So we would meet at the park every Saturday and stuff like that. And so,
Oh, they do that
um,
out here too.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
So,
what I'm saying. You have so many accomplishments that you have had before you met your husband, where
mhm,
a lot of men and women, and this is for grown men too, have not accomplished half of what you have accomplished.
mhm, mhm.
So
I don't want to
basically,
do it anymore, though, sugar.
no,
That's what I'm saying. I don't want.
it's okay. It's okay.
I'm retired. Do you hear me?
But
I am done.
it's okay. But I would just say I decided to let him drive. I would never say, oh, he's 10 steps ahead of me.
Well,
He's this, he's that. He's not.
well, okay. Let me just say this, okay? He is. Uh, he may not be that's a reach that I said in terms of being 10 steps ahead of me. Let me walk that back. He is highly intelligent. That's what I'll say.
And so are
Um,
you. You
yeah,
think
yeah. So I'm able to have a conversation with him, and intellectual conversation, which is what I love. So yeah.
so what I'm just saying is that I'm not going that because I let a man decide to drive. That I'm not taking nothing from myself. I'm not going to say he's better. No. It's just that I let him drive. I'm gonna
Hmm.
sit back and do these duties and let him do them duties, which is okay. But I'm
Hmm.
not gonna make it seem like oh my god, no, you done. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I've always got to pat you on your back because that's a real inspiration. You had your own house by 23. You had your
Yeah,
own
I
fitness
didn't need it
club.
though, because I only stayed in like one room. I mean, my mother made me buy this big
It
house.
don't matter how it happened. You did it. Where some people don't do nothing. You see it. They don't do nothing. They don't accomplish nothing. How many people mothers tell them to do stuff and they don't even listen?
Yeah. Well,
How,
and you have to keep in mind too that I'm a pick me, so I'm always gonna champion that man, and but that doesn't take away from.
well, no, I'm not. I don't believe in that. I believe in we gonna champion. I'm not gonna take away none of your things that you have accomplished just so a man can sit up there. No, but that you can still drive, baby. You could drive. I don't mind being at home. I don't mind doing my woman's job. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm not gonna let you take away your brilliance neither.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and um, I was kind of, in a jokingly manner. I always say I'm a pick me, but essentially, I do appreciate his intellect, and I do respect it, and
You still trying to give it to him, girl. It could be the
okay,
both of
okay.
y'all, and it could be the both of y'all, and it's okay. It's just that you took on a role, but you probably could do it exactly what he does also. But I'm like, I
Yeah,
mean,
I can.
like I said, for some women that'll work, but you know it's not. Mm-mm. It
Yeah,
ain't gonna work. But like I said, I understand. I don't pick me. Oh my gosh. but you're not. You far
Yeah,
from
I'm
a
a
pick.
hippie and everything.
No, you as far from a pick me. You as far
I'm
from
just joking.
see me. Can you see me? Can you see me?
Oh
'Cause
no, I
that,
don't want. I'm. That's why.
that's a pick me.
Yeah, I don't even want that. That's why my profile picture is black until I come on the panel. Like I'm not. I don't even recognize me. Please, just look at my words,
Right,
and that's it.
right, but you're not a pick me. Pick me is can you see me? Okay, if I jump a little higher, would you notice me? Hello. That's a pick me. You're not a pick me at
Yeah,
all.
I just be trolling when I say that though, because I was called a pick me at one time, so I just kept it. But anyway, yeah.
No, but the people who sit low cut, they're the ones that get them off. The ones who sit in the cut, baby. Them the ones. That's the ones everybody looking at. They ain't looking at all the ones you stay looking at the ones in the cut.
Right,
Hey baby,
right.
hey baby, what's your name? Like, yeah, I thought so.
Well,
Right.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean,
The
but
ones who doesn't seem to want to be bothered is always the ones they bother. I don't get it. I be like,
and
this
that's
is
how
right,
I met my dude, though. That's exactly how I met my dude. I was doing what I wanted to do and wasn't even thinking about a man at all. And that's how I met him.
That's your daughter's father.
Mm-mm. No, my ex-husband. Well, I met him at work too. Yeah. But
I keep trying to tell people to stop mess with the men at work. I learned my lesson, girl.
yeah. Well,
I've learned mine. Leave them men at work alone.
yeah. It's unfortunate I didn't do
I
that.
had
But
I had to learn my lesson too, girl.
are they killing me in the comments? I know they are. I'm not
No,
reading
ain't
the
nobody
comments.
said nothing, girl.
Oh,
They
okay.
ain't saying this. We don't, girl. You know my channel. We don't do that. You
But
know, here my other channel, we don't do that because everybody has a right. If they're happy, who is us to tell somebody not to be happy? Who to tell somebody? Just like even if a woman choose to work, who was me to tell her not to live out her aspirations, not to live out what God told her to do? And if somebody want to sit home and be the woman, whichever way you want to live, that's how you want to live. There is no right and there is no wrong because
yeah,
we're
because
not in each other relationships.
right. I mean, because both of my sisters are lawyers, so But I feel like I'm I could be one if I wanted to, but they are, and I think typically when I look at women who are in a certain profession or a certain economic level in life, it is hard sometimes to find that a similar partner. And I think that sometimes they do look at uh, different uh, professions, if you will, to date, such as a bus driver.
Well, baby, every time I will date, I ain't gonna say it's a bus driver, but I tell people all the time, even when it comes down to a bus driver, let me tell you something, and I said it in the beginning. I don't care what weather we have. It could be depending on when you live, could be a snowstorm, it could be hurricane, tornado, whatever. I guarantee you still get your mail every day. Them people deserve respect.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I wish she
It's,
wouldn't have said that, because it's not I'm not gonna knock anybody who works, because I feel like whatever it is, if you are a prostitute, get it how you live. But at the same time, when you're talking about like a lawyer, I don't know, both of my sisters and this lady seems to be similar. They're both like bougie type of individuals on the surface. But you get them in their car and they're like F the police kind of thing. So it's like they have a mask. But when they're in the public eye, it's totally about like image.
Was Iyanla, we already know her background, right?
Honey,
And she
mhm,
came a long way. And what she has been through in her life, she shouldn't even be where she at.
mhm.
You know, I don't
I don't
know.
like her.
I don't know too much about this chick right here,
I
Ebony.
don't either. I
But
don't either.
again, like I said, it's not for me who to like and who not to like. Because I know people could be bougie all they want. People could act like, especially in women, you could act like how you want to act. You understand what I'm saying? Just don't act like you're better than the next because that's who your man might be cheating with. You understand what I'm saying? If you women look for them, women look for. I seen it too many times. They want a man at a certain status, but at that status, cheating comes with that status.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Cheating come with
Keisha,
the
Keisha is one phone call away. Do you hear me? And she will spread them legs as wide as an eagle, whenever, however, and whichever.
yeah, and then them long nights or vacations or whatever, because I keep just like I hear like, oh, I'm so pretty. I'm like, you ain't the only one. God, it's a lot of pretty people. What make you think God stopped at you? Ain't made pretty people. And
Yeah,
what make
I don't get
and
into
then
that.
I tell all women all the time, please, when I tell you this, believe me. I don't care what a woman look like. When you turn the lights off, a man don't see no face, okay?
Uh oh. That's true. Absolutely.
So
Um,
at that point, it don't matter what you look like when the lights out. So my man said, Teddy P said, turn them off. Turn off the
mhm.
lights. So what he is going by is what he feels. So y'all stop thinking y'all the cutest thing. And then that's why people be at them used to be back in the at them parties. It'd be dark, cut the light on. You like, oh shit. You ain't know who you was dancing with until they cut the lights on. But you up until them lights got cut on, you was having a good old time. And then said, F it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Mhm.
But when you cut them lights off, baby, then they don't know what you look like. So all of that, I look better, you look better, and downing the next female and thinking you so much. That y'all be the most miserable ones.
Yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah.
people look down on my husband because them janitorial people make good money, girl. Shoot, and they get a good
Yeah,
pension.
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
saw
And now we into
potential.
those kind of conversations.
I saw potential. He took that and turned it into his own business and has major commercial contracts. Girl, got any brothers, girl? Let me find out. That's what I'm saying. Anybody see this is why I don't like to say a man is 10 steps ahead because now that makes me not use my brain cells. And I know any man I have ever been with, I don't care what he thought. I thought of 50 other things that he could do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
And because I can
I
see,
agree.
do it this way, do it that way. Because even when I teach my kids, and I got like 100 of them, right?
Hmm.
Got 100, about 100 kids. Yeah, I got 100 kids. Sometimes I got 50 kids, sometimes I got 100 kids. It depends. But your main thing is to be your own. Be your own boss. Like find whatever you love, whatever you love. Even if
Hmm.
you decide to get married and you decide to stop for a little bit. Still always work. Like you got a lot of these chicks, these mammy chicks, and I be going after them. I can't stand them. I swear I can't stand them. Can't stand them. And I was so glad that one got married. That hyena chick got married. I don't know. See, that's one of them turn off the
Who is
light.
that?
What's her name? Crimson Tide. But I call her hyena because she calls us a
Oh, you talking
hyena.
about the pink pill?
No, not the pink pill. Talking about Crimson Tide. Forget her too. She could get it,
She
but
got married.
the Crimson Tide, the hyena chick, right? The one who
You
got
talking
the
about
nerve,
Kendra?
yeah, the one who decides to call people a hyena, but actually looks like the goddamn hyena. I'm like the nerve of you. I
Mm.
understand what hyena mean, but I'm like, damn, you look just like one. I would not choose that word. I was like, she is the meaning of turn off the lights. Everybody looking at her ass. Ain't
She
nobody
got
looking at her.
married.
Yeah, she finally got married, thank God. And her mouth still won't shut up. Why? Because if we're going to build as people, we got to stop with this women, and the men is illogical. The men is the leader. No, especially these men, that's because she ain't had no thing in a while. And she finally found, and then she gets paid. But according to her religion, she's not supposed to take money from men anyway. According to her religion, she's not supposed to teach to men anyway. And now that she is married, she is not supposed to even be talking to men. But she make that money. A lot of these mammies, okay, if you made YouTube your business, but you still work. You still bringing them money. You probably still bringing them more money than them men. So how you talking about another person who want to work when every day you sit here 2 to 3 hours, you talk whatever they want to hear? That's not bringing the next person up. And then my thing is, I can't talk about narcissism and you telling women how to act for men. I'm like, no, I'm not never going to send a woman out there to act for a man. And I don't even know what type of man he is. Now, I would say if you get past these red flags, if this man passed these red flags, then you be all of that to that man. But if you're not, a lot of women are abused because of these damn mammies. A lot of these women get with sociopaths because of these damn mammies. They get with these narcissistic men because of these damn mammies.
Yeah,
if you're going to teach a woman, if you're going to teach them right, or don't teach them at all. Don't tell me how I'm supposed to be. So then I get with this abusive ass man, and I'm supposed to be thinking. You know how many women, especially from other cultures, they sit up there, they get beat up by their man, they go home to their mama turn around and slap them again and say, go back home to your husband. They get abused, like nothing but abuse on top of freaking abuse. And y'all mammies is the one that's pushing it. And ain't no woman got no right talking for a man anyway. I thought he was a man. I thought he was logical. I thought he was alpha and all this other type of stuff. What y'all preaching for them for? Why? Because you like the attention. You like the attention. Because you're everything that you say that you're not. You everything that you said the next woman is. Y'all jump from panel to panel. Y'all bond with these men, which you should not. You should be, as you say, as they say, making these babies, being in your
Seen
place.
And not heard, honey. Seen and not heard.
Right. So why we keep seeing y'all damn people?
I agree. I used to follow her when she was Kendra, not Crimson. This Crimson
I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Her real name is Kendra. She got them glasses. I knew that she was looking at a man when she changed her lipstick. I'm like, God damn it, she looking at somebody. Because is that the one whose husband passed away? Yeah. I was like, she gonna change the lipstick, damn it. She looking at somebody. Kendra, don't play with me. I've been around a little bit longer than you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, girl. You done changed the lipstick color and stuff. I'm like, oh, about time. Then I'm like, damn, here she go. I'm like, I want a honeymoon. Keep her ass on a honeymoon, damn it. What you bring her back for? Calling people all types of hyenas and but I thought that just talk about feminine. That's not feminine, calling people a bunch of names all damn day. And them men be sending her that money to change.
Yeah, that's her audience. I will say that she has taken the time to build her audience. I mean, I have watched that girl when she had like maybe 5,000 subs. I don't follow that content anymore, but I do know who she is. I know her content.
That hyena used to ask her, Nicole. She used to get it from me. I used to give it to her. Give it to her. Stop playing with me. Then I say, hey, how? No, because especially when she doing something out of an article, she'll skip past a lot of the article just to make her damn points. Somebody right, they wrong, they wrong.
Yeah.
And you speaking up for a bunch of men, you ain't never seen or heard a day in your life. You ain't even never seen him. How is he right? That you don't know
That's
what
true.
that man done did. How's he right? But again, because you got these simps sitting at home who make a couple of dollars and it sound good to them, and I'm not gonna sell myself to make a man feel good. You might as well be a hooker, because you doing the same damn thing that a hooker would do. Make a man feel good to get that money.
That's funny. I used to call them virtual prostitutes. That's funny that you said that. But yeah, so I'm gonna hop down so I can listen to the commentary and everything. But I do agree with you. I just that content over there is
Even
a
Pink,
lot.
what Pink chick, she used to take off my damn comments. Pink, whatever her name is, Pink, and I used to like her. But here she another one. I'm like, damn it, she could get it. Who getting it now? They got this other one. I just met her yesterday. She could get it too. This
Who is
this
that?
channel, I don't even know her name, but she could get it too. I'm tired of them yelling at us. Listen, let the 304s be 304s. That they ain't bothering nobody. Let leave them alone. They ain't messing it up for everybody. They doing them, and they're around men who wants to see them. They wouldn't do it if they wasn't getting good. Why are you bothering them? They ain't thinking about you.
You be in
Stay
those
your ass
spaces?
home and cook and clean or something. Shit.
You be in those spaces, or you just be listening from the clouds?
I don't
You
be
be on the
doing
panel?
nothing. I don't do nothing. I mind my
Oh,
business.
okay.
And what happened is if something keep coming up on my feed that is meant for me to look at.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I come across it. So I never know what's it's going to be. All I know is this God or the universe just puts it, it just won't stop coming across my feed. Then I said, let me look at it. And then, but that hyena chick, or me and her had problems for years. And then even that freaking Antoine. Is it Antoine or is the
Oh,
other one?
Anton Daniels?
I don't know if
Is
it's
it Daniels?
Antoine. It's one of them. And
I
I'm
know
like,
who you're
Ninja,
talking about.
I'll be like, Ninja, stop playing. You from Brooklyn.
Hold on. Maybe it's not the right one.
I'm like,
He's
you
got
from,
Fight Club.
huh?
Does he have Fight Club?
I don't know what he got. Why don't
I
he
mean,
got?
his channel,
He's dark skinned.
and he always interviews Charleston White. Is that who you talking about?
He just started that. Just started to. But I'm like, stop faking the funk, Ninja. You from Brooklyn. How you gonna tell how women and men act when you from Brooklyn? When did you see women act all nice? We stop it. Stop it. See, that's why they ain't gonna
He's
have
from
you on this.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Ninja from Brooklyn. Stop acting like it's all you in the hood, the ghetto. You know how women get down. Ain't was nothing traditional about none of the women in Brooklyn. Maybe one or two here and there. Stop it. But just because it sells, you make it sound good. Like certain areas, when men be talking and you from certain areas, Ninja, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
He
I'll
sure
break
be
it.
in Atlanta a lot.
He
But
probably do.
anyway,
But they be lying. They be lying.
I gotta see if that's the one you talking about. Anton Daniels. I think that's his name. Hell, I
If it's not Anton, whichever the one, and we was cool though. We was cool, and then now he talking about he got money, all this money and stuff. And I'm like, why you bring that shit back to Brooklyn? We're like, where you at? Like, where you with? Like, okay, let me call you right now. Can you help us out here?
mm-mm,
All these people, that's all they do. That's
mm.
him, Anton. That's the one from Brooklyn, Brandy? Because I'm telling you, they gonna have to stop playing with me.
I
Cause
gotta see who you talking about because
she
I
said,
didn't think he was from
One of them from straight up from Brooklyn. Stop acting like you all. Yeah, Brandy say yeah. Stop acting like you all about that. You know how the Brooklyn girls get down, and you know they'll cut you. Stop playing.
Yeah,
Stop
he should know if
playing.
he's from there.
Hmm.
I said he should know if he's from there, but
No, he have said it, and I'm like, when you live in certain areas, you what you're projecting on the screen and how life really is two different things.
I think they doxed him not too long ago.
Oh,
Um,
they all dox each other and stuff. They all be
mm,
doxing each other because that you gotta have sometime when the content, same thing with the beef sector, when the content get bad. He just got
mhm.
busted trying to talk to another woman on YouTube, and his wife found out about it. He got exposed for having a diaper. I can't stand these people. They
Having
get
a diaper.
Nicole crazy.
Oh wow.
Not a real
Oh
diaper.
no. I forgot. She jokes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mm.
No,
Wait,
but
was he with a real woman?
that's what they said. That's why I said they be trying to
Mm-hmm.
front act like they all. That's oh my goodness.
Honey.
And Pearl, and I watch a Pearl. And this before the
Mm-hmm.
heat. That's before she got the heat. She kept coming up on my thing. So then I see the black people talking, and then I seen that one girl was trying to explain herself, and then she had the white girl on there. And I said in my video, I said when black girls certain conversations you don't need to be in it doesn't concern you. Why are you even there? And the
She's
next
not even in the United States, right?
no, but baby, after I said that and I went in on Pearl and her people, then she was getting hit, bow 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 bow, then the whole world started talking about her. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I only seen her one time, and I seen her prejudice 1, 2, 3. It didn't take a blind man to see.
Yeah, I
It
mean, you
didn't.
can see the setup. I mean, she's the leader of all these black people sitting around her, and when she tell them to talk, is the only time they get to talk.
That's like that
And
other one with her fake ass. She be on fake. She changed her face, denounced her kids. Shouldn't she be on with her kids too? What's her
who are you
name?
talking about?
I don't know. Melanie. She used to be
Oh
dark skinned and
God.
married, and then she done changed the whole face and shit. And all they want to do is they all want to be out there selling their bussy hard to call. They want to be out there selling, act like they're giving us some information. But
Yeah,
the hey,
I mean,
they make their money though. I ain't mad at them for
yeah,
making
I
their
mean,
money.
they
But they fakes
they
and
sell content.
they all fakes
Yeah.
and phonies. But you know, the same way
Hmm.
Kevin Samuels was like, well, a woman can't get a husband. Well, your mama got a husband when you was how old? She still had some goods left in her. You were there. You was a grown ass man when your mama got married. What the hell you talking about? If your mama could do it, why the rest of us can't do it? Why is our dating pool is stopped when we
Honey,
over 30
oh,
something? But you a grown ass man when your mama got married. Why she still got juice? And our juice is drained out, but your mama the only one had juice. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. I remember when them Kevin Samuel people came and got my ass, right? I had one day I had 800 people in my home. I said,
oh
God
wow.
damn. Kevin Samuel people do not play. It was me against 800, right?
Honey, I'm so glad he's gone. I swear to God.
Oh, I don't know. I miss him.
Oh no, man. That stuff got on my nerves.
I don't care. I still miss him. Yes, Mama
I
got
did not
married. I'm
watch
like,
not one video of his. I refuse to give him one view. I just heard, like
I
clips
didn't,
from
but I
other
caught
channels.
him here and there on Instagram. I didn't care for what he said, but I still liked him. I don't know why. He didn't talk nothing. He didn't know what I let me tell you what I liked about Kevin Samuel had nothing to do with his what he was saying. I liked where he came from. And this is
Mm,
what I
mm, mm.
teach. I like where he came from. I like how he started out in his car buying his perfume, and he never stopped, So he showed you where you can start from nothing, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep working hard enough, you can move up the ladder and you can
Mm-hmm.
have something. And that's what made me like him. Like, and then he was in that little old apartment, that effed up car, and then then when he realized, hey, I'm not making money off men, let me make money off women. I may not liked it, but he found his niche. And that man came from nothing. No, he all that college stuff bullshit. He probably walked into college and walked right back out. So he want to claim he went to college. He never finished that. He never was a designer. All he did was tell the lady, "Hey, maybe you should put a flower or something there." Then he puts designer there. But whatever. The man faked it till he made it. But the point is, he kept working hard, and that's the lesson that people need. That's the only lesson you need to learn from Kevin Samuels. Like it's okay when you literally see somebody start from nothing. They didn't and show it. They didn't come in like he didn't come in like he's the man, he's the man, he's the man. He worked his way up to that.
Mm.
If you check out the man earlier videos.
Oh Lord. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna get down and listen.
All
And
right, baby.
yeah.
And don't
I
worry. In a couple of
what else
years,
is
girl,
there?
you're gonna be out there. You might
Doing
get you.
what?
You're gonna be doing something. You're only 36, girl. 35.
I'm retired.
You're gonna find something else to do.
I gotta preserve myself.
For what?
For heaven, I gotta look good when I go up there, honey. I gotta
Girl,
make
your
sure.
body going in the same ground. You going under the same ground we going to know you miss Kitten Hill. Yeah, that's right. He was Kitten Hill
Gross.
when that man sat up there and sent them damn people out to get me, try to take my page and everything. I'm like, oh, we was at war. We was
Yeah, he's
at
not.
war, girl. Yes, it was 800 against me and Nicole.
I don't. I. Mm, lots I can say about that too, but
It was like, no, you were, and I didn't even say nothing bad about the man. That's my godfather, and that's my dad. I'm like, oh, y'all men need y'all ass whoop. I can't believe y'all saying this.
yeah,
My
it's.
godfather.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, it is so much to say about that dude, but I am glad he is maggot food, and so
Oh God,
you
he ain't
know,
even maggot food no more. That man ain't no more food. He ain't even maggot food no.
I'm sick of him. And I didn't even watch him, and he was nice to me, but I just didn't like the disingenuousness coming from him. I didn't like it at all. But you
Yeah,
know,
but look at all of them. That's down
I
to all of them.
mean,
Even that Alpha Romney, all of them. I'm like, ninja, stop.
they're all. Let me just stop. Okay. Uh, I'm just gonna say this. I agree with what you're saying in terms of nothing is what it seems. Everybody is playing a character. The people that you just named, everybody's a character on YouTube because in their real life, hmm that's why we saw cars leaking and everything. So in their real life, it's not giving what they're projecting on YouTube.
They're just trying to get some BJJ. That's all they doing is trying to get some BJJ and have some. Oh yes, yes. I'm like, he talking about y'all. The more he talk about y'all, the more all of them. The more y'all want them. I don't know what's wrong with these poor women.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they would want a man like Kevin, because that's not really. I mean, I mean, anyway. So yeah. So
Yeah, but
anyway,
that's
thank.
that they didn't. That's why they didn't. That's why he had to pay to play, baby.
Mm.
And most of them got to pay to play. So stop fronting. And none of
Yeah,
y'all
yeah. They
getting.
gotta pay. They gotta pay like they weigh, and
They got to pay to
frankly,
play. That's even
yeah,
for
that
a
too.
smell.
That
You're
too.
going to have to pay
Hmm.
for it, even fresh and fit. All of y'all. And them are the
Man,
two
these
most
people are all Rainbow Coalition. Let me stop.
and
Okay,
then
then I'm gonna listen to the show.
then they sit up there and they are very disrespectful. Then you got the dumb beady beads. I'm like, why do y'all continue to go on these men's show and let them tell you dumbass shit? Ninja, stop. Stop. And I'm not even mad at them no more because they need an audience. And I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about the dumb broads that go and be like, yeah, yeah. And then once you have a brain, they want to try to use that masculine, baby. That's why I think get too many fights and stuff didn't break out. Cause I just like when Terry was like, oh, I thought they what she say? They took her information and got a phone. I'm like, girl, why you sitting here telling us the story? I'd have been on the plane telling this story. Okay.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about the Terry from yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I would have been on the plane telling this story. I would have brought the whole crew. Come on, uncles, aunties, cousins, the whole family. God damn it. The whole week.
Yeah, these man, I don't know. I literally have just I was heavy into that stuff. I mean, not what who you talking about, not Nature Boy. I never was involved in that. But you know, just the Kevin Samuels of the world, the damn, whoever you just named, Alpha Romney, BOA is who you talking about. And you know, all these people and everything, and just when I got to looking and everything and opening my ears for real, I'm like, oh my God, these people are you know, it's not anything I need to be listening to.
Then they try to, listen, now they got men talk about, oh, we ain't taking you out for dinner. Or you got to give me something to take you out. Ninja, what? Y'all effing it up for the men. I'm like, because y'all pay. Why y'all telling men not to pay when y'all pay? Because y'all not making all this money to keep in your pocket. You making that money to spend on a female or women.
Who they're talking to is not paying anyway because they're not getting dates. These are incels who really are probably in the middle of their mama's floor with Legos and a ball spot. And
one day in the hyena thing, right? And that's because I really put her face next to a hyena and they look exactly alike, right? I went through everybody. I went through every man in her who had a face. And boy, oh boy, if you would have seen them faces.
That's what I'm saying. They're all like either balding or fat or broke. Brokenness is consistent with them. I mean, like I've literally studied these people. Like it's just. Ugh.
So now, if she make more money doing this than her man, now what's supposed to happen? She supposed to just give it to him.
I don't know who she married. I really don't. I'm curious, but I'm like, nah, I better not.
Yeah, that's them. Tip over there. That's them turn off the lights, baby. Because I'm not. If I was a man, I would not be doing her in the daylight. In the honeymoon, I make sure the lights is off then too.
I think Kendra's cute. Kendra's cute.
She's a hyena. That's what she is. Right, Nicole? She is a hyena. That's what she is.
Listen, while I'm here, and I know we're going to go back into that, but when are you going to start playing Bigo stuff? Because it's really heating up, and I've been enjoying myself.
Whoa.
Well, TKO, I don't know if it's a storyline or not. I think Nicole and I were talking about that yesterday.
But I think Corey like, oh, we love him. But then she said she loved him, and then he probably wanting to bring in a new girl. I do that on this page. I don't do it if I do that on this page.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was on this page, but
right. But
yeah.
I was like, oh, don't forget to hit subscribe. But I was like, TKO been a narcissistic bum. He's an ex freaking pimp. You know, this the only ninja that he called getting with him building, meaning you giving him your money.
Somebody gave him, what was it, 7,000 or 8,000 or something?
That long faced girl. What's that long faced girl named Nicole? Damn
Is it
it.
Boss Life?
Who?
No, I don't know. Never mind.
Nicole, no, honey. She got that long ass face. For he could, and then he liked that shit on his stick and that poo poo on his stick and stuff. Then
Oh,
girl,
you talking about Yetta? Oh,
not Yada. Yada the smarter one.
Yetta's
Yada is,
nuts. Yetta's
yeah.
nuts.
I don't know what made her when she left with that young boy.
She
Oh
with
my God.
K9.
Well, oh my God, we did a we was bored, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we looked up TKO, right?
Oh,
You gotta see his Wikipedia. We died, and we died, and we
oh my
died.
God.
We resuscitated ourselves and came back to life, right?
Wow.
That's why she
Yeah.
said he started school at 16, right? Oh God.
I mean, TKO is he's a piece of work, man.
Yeah, he's a
But Korea's
woman
not
beater.
making no sense.
Huh?
Korea, her explanation is just giving storyline because she's not making any sense on why she left. So
Yeah.
it's like
The same way they said Amani was pregnant. How she and I'm like, your sperm cells is not getting past that shit, okay? Because that's the only hole you sticking her in. All right, stop it. Stop it.
what they got going on.
She
Then
probably got
Madam Lowe,
she got the tightest vagina ever. Cause he only stick it through the other way.
yeah, I do think Korea needs to leave though, because Korea and I like her, and she, you know, when I was on Bigo, she liked me and everything, and this is no disrespect, but she just needs to leave because she doesn't even like Polly. She don't like none of that stuff. She barely likes Armani. She just plays like she does. I mean,
But see, Amani is more like his kid than his woman. So he had Amani since she was like really young. So
yeah, I
Amani's
know.
not going nowhere because that's his daughter slash woman, if you want to call it. But and he wouldn't know what to do without Amani. He claimed he would, but he doesn't.
But I think Armani is kind of outgrowing him a little. Like she's beginning to be more outspoken. I don't know if that's a storyline or not, but it seems to me that she's talking a little bit more than usual.
Amani needs to come into her Leo, and if me and her birthday's on the same girl, I was so mad. I was looking for this girl, right? What's her name, Nicole? I was looking for her because I was like, yo, me and her gotta have it out because one of us gotta change our days. Both of us cannot have the same day. That was supposed to be that female nature boy. What's her name? What is her name, Nick?
Female nature boy.
Angela.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
That chick, Angela.
She's
right.
on Bigo.
Yeah, she was on Bigo, but she did mainly her stuff not on Bigo, on another one, TikTok, whatever.
Oh, TikTok. Okay.
And she was the one that was beating them big girls and making them slice themselves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, girl, yeah. And one day she was talking and she said her birthday. I said, oh shit. I said, tell her. I said it's on between me and her. I said, tell her. And ever since I put that out in all platforms, I ain't seen Angela. Where you at, Angela? I have not seen her for out because I'm like, one of us got to change our days. Tell her I said it's up to me and her gonna have to talk. Cause one of us you gonna have to go a day ahead or dear daddy's girls. You got to go a day ahead or a day after. We cannot share the same day. I'm sorry, no, and no. I said, tell her I'm looking for her ass. I'm looking for her, right?
Well, you know, Madam Lowe was missing, and then like it seemed like Savannah laced her stuff, her ecstasy with something, and she was been laying in a she was laying somewhere on the grass
Ooh.
for like 3 days. Nobody she was.
So I know they was like, this is not a thing. They like keep missing for real. Did anybody see the baby yet?
Aaliyah's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So how does the baby look now? Because before they was
Oh,
talking about the baby.
no, I thought, well, I don't even know what, is it a girl or boy? I think it's a girl, right?
I think that says a girl. They was
Okay,
not
yeah.
saying nothing nice, so maybe they matured
Well,
some. You know?
the baby sounds like a pig. I don't like
Ew!
no, I mean like seriously, something's wrong with something's wrong. Like I shouldn't be able to hear a baby breathe. Like that is something's not right. And so when she goes live, you can hear the little oink oink in the background. It just I don't know.
Oh, but she ain't never showed the baby.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, the baby's light skin, pretty hair. For now, I mean, I don't know what we looking like, whatever. But
They just don't know who the daddy is yet. They know who the
they
daddy
haven't
is.
exposed the daddy. But like
But
Poly guy, I think is. I mean, I'm leaning towards Poly guy.
he another one from Brooklyn. I'm like, ew. Living stay up in the projects with that purple chair. Boy, stop playing with me. Stop playing. I better not catch you on the street. Right? I felt like he the man. Like you is nothing. But then 21 take her ass over there to see Polly. Wait, she went to go see somebody. Who was it?
My phone might cut off because I'm on 2%, but I'm gonna log back in as soon as I get home. I just had to run around to the store real quick.
Oh,
But
who did 21 go see?
when past
It was Polly guy, right? Yeah. She went to go see. I'm like, yeah, she probably took her
she
ass up over there.
21 went to go see when.
Girl, you want telling me how to catch up? You gotta catch up.
No, I don't remember. I know she went to go see Tay, Detroit 5.
No. No, 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 no.
I don't remember
Mm-mm.
her with Polygon.
I didn't
Because
catch
Polly
her
got
as
there
well.
with Liz.
Let me see who 21 went to go see.
I don't
She's the
remember
most
that.
despicable person I've ever. She's one of the most despicable people I've ever seen ever. And people still send that girl money.
Mm-hmm.
People still send that girl. People talk about Jag. She went Jag. Have y'all seen 21? Anytime you don't go to your own baby funeral and said F them kids and ain't see the other four in how long? And do you remember when her
Jack.
daughter passed away? She made all them people because it was around Christmas time. All them people she had all them people send her that stuff from
Amazon.
Amazon, tents, house, everything. Ain't even that shit ain't even went to the damn kids.
You know,
Oh, she said she getting her kids back. All right, whatever. No, it don't say. I seen this somewhere. I seen this somewhere. I just don't know where. No, I don't see it. Let me see. What's his name again? We just said his name, and I cannot think of his name. Let me get off this. But I would like to say, I know we done made this poor show go beyond long, right? But I would say, if you want to get you a bus driver, get you a bus driver, right? Get you a bus driver. Who cares? As long as you happy. People who got a lot to say, baby, they talking about you gonna be lonely. Listening to people like that is gonna keep you lonely. Long as he ain't spending your money, be happy with that man. Long as you ain't taking care of a grown man, be happy with that man. Sometimes you're not gonna find your equal in money. A man is a man, period. A man is a man, and do not take away their manhood because you think because you make more money than them that you are better than them, or they have to make more money than you for you to feel that they're better than you. Okay? But I'm past my time. I'm past my time. And don't forget, I may do some more of my short little videos. So if it goes live, and if it's a preview, and if it go live, and if y'all don't see me, that's because it's a preview. And the way it's set, I don't even know what's on. But I'm gonna start doing a lot of little more previews. But I see you guys tomorrow, today, but later. I'm out of here, guys. Peace. I'm out.